Hello students, how are you? Today I am teaching you methods of economic analysis. In previous videos I have already taught you definition of economics, types of economics, microeconomics, macroeconomics, different topics I have already covered in my previous videos. If you have not watched my previous videos, I request you to watch my all those videos and also like, subscribe and share. Today we are taking new topic, that is methods of economic analysis, that is inductive method and deductive method. There are two methods of economic analysis, inductive method and deductive method. Now I will teach you those all two methods in detail in today's class. So methods of economic analysis, as you see, there are two methods of economic analysis, inductive method and deductive method. Now what is inductive method and what is deductive method? See, there are two ways of building economic knowledge. Economists arrive at principles and theories through logical reasoning. Two classical methods guide the process of inquiry. They differ in their starting point and direction of reasoning, yet both remain essential tools of economic analysis. What is deductive method? First of all, in deductive method, what's the process of building economic theories? First we take the universal facts in our mind, and from general to we move to the specific. Means reasoning moves from broadly accepted facts or assumptions to specific conclusions using logic rather than direct observation. We are not using observation in this method. We just take the assumptions, and on the basis of the assumptions we take the decisions in specific cases. That is the deductive method. Students, these are the methods of building economic knowledge, means of building economic principles. How we can make the economic principles, or how we can go for the research in economics. There are two methods. Deductive method is general to specific. Means if I say that if students studies hard, then student will get good marks. Then on the basis of this universal fact, I can say that if a particular student is by X or Y is studying hard, then he or she will get the good marks. Means from general to specific, or direction of conclusion is from general to specific. This is called deductive method. The second method is inductive method. In inductive method, we don't use the historical facts or assumptions. We don't take the assumptions. We just use the observations. We just observe the behavior of the students. We just observe suppose we have taken the sample of 10 students, and we will ask them various questions about their study hours and everything, how they are going to study, and on the basis of their result we make conclusions that if they are studying hard, then they are getting good marks, and on the basis of this observation experiment we draw the conclusion that if students work hard, then they will get the good marks. Then in deductive method we are going from general to specific, but in inductive method we are going from particular to general. Means we are taking samples, and on the basis of the result of the samples we make the theories. And in deductive method we just take assumptions, and on the basis of the assumptions we draw conclusion about any particular situation. Then these are two ways of deductive method and inductive method. First, we will discuss in detail deductive method. Deductive method is reasoning from the general to the particular. As I have already explained you, that we just take the general fact or historical fact based on the previous experiences. Also, this is also called as abstract method, or deduction begins from certain assumptions or general premises taken to be true, and this is applied to strict logic to derive specific conclusions, which will be later tested against reality. Means the way is general topics based on the historical fact. Like if we say that we just assume that all consumers are rational, and due to their rationality, they always assumes that they always try to maximize their utility, and on the basis of this assumption, we just draw conclusion on the basis of the logical reasoning. We can say X, Y, Z will behave on the basis of getting maximum utility, and on the basis of their behavior, the theory will be built. And like if X is getting maximum utilities, Y is trying to get maximum utility, then all the people in the economy will try to get maximum utility, and on the basis of this, utility analysis have been framed. Then this means we are going from general to particular. Start from self-evident or assumed premises, relies on formal logic or mathematical reasoning associated with this method is associated with the classical model. Or conclusions are hypothetical until verified. Conclusions are hypothetical in this method until we verify those conclusions. Now, the deductive process. What is the deductive process? At the first stage of the deductive process, first of all, selection of already proved facts will be taken. Already proved facts means just like I told you just now that if student will work hard, they will get better result. This is the already proved fact. Now logical deduction will be derived, and on the basis of the logical deduction, we will formulate hypothesis, and on the basis of the hypothesis, empirical verification will be done after that. Like this, we will take the certain assumptions, and on these certain assumptions will be verified, and after that verification, principles of we frame the principles of economics, and this method is deductive process. Now we can say what are the strengths and limitations of the deductive process. First is the merits of the deductive process. This is simple, logical, and time saving. Actually, when we don't have very much time just to get the conclusion, then we have to adopt this deductive method only. This is useful where controlled experiments are impossible. And this provides precise, universally applicable laws, forms the base of the most economic theories. Most economic theories are based on this method only. Then what are the demerits of the deductive method? In this deductive method, we just conclusions are only valid as the already proved facts. Assumptions may not reflect real behavior. Many times assumptions may not reflect real behavior. This is true. Needs strong grounding in logic, and risk of building theory due to the absence of facts. These are the demerits of the deductive method. Now, inductive method. Inductive method. What is inductive method? In inductive method, this is also called empirical method, and in this method, induction starts with observation of real economic facts and data. First of all, there will be observation. Observation will this will start from the observation, and on the basis of the observation, facts, statistics, we get we do analysis of these facts, statistics, and on the basis of this detailed analysis, conclusions are derived. Then in the inductive method, it is evidence based method. In inductive process, first step is observation, then second step is data collection. As I already explained you, that first of all we will observe the scenario, what type of there, if we use certain type of insecticides or pesticides or a certain type of urea, then what may be the effect on the crop. Means through, if we go from the inductive process, then first of all we will take the observation, then we are using that particular type of urea in our sample area, and then we will take the data collection, and on the basis of the data collection we will classify, tabulate and analysis of data, and on the basis of the analysis, result of the analysis, generalized facts will be framed that this particular fertilizer is useful for the crop. Means first of all we will do observation, then experiment, on the basis of the experiment generalization will be there, and this is inductive process. Now the strength and limitation of the inductive process. First of all, this is verifiable facts are there, and conclusion reflect economic behavior, actual economic behavior. We in this method, actual data are there with us, so we can say that there is possibility of any fault in these results. Useful for testing and reflecting theories, refining theories, useful for testing and refining theories, and it is based on empirical and econometric research. Basic econometric research is required in this inductive method. Demerits, it is very time consuming, very expensive method, data intensive method. This requires large, reliable and unbiased sample. Generalization may not hold in all situations, and correlation observed may not imply causation. Many times correlation may be there, but it is always not true that this will imply causation also. Then the comparison between deductive and inductive method. First of all, as I already explained you, the direction of the analysis is in deductive method general to specific, and in this general the particular to general. Then starting point, this starts from the assumption and this start from the observation. In this deductive method, first of all we have to take assumptions, and in this inductive method we have to take the observation, also known as abstract or historical method, and in inductive method this is also known as empirical or analytical method. This is based on logic and this is based on statistics and data. Associated schools, classical school is associated from this deductive method, whereas German historical school is associated with this inductive method. Main risk is in deductive method there may be unrealistic assumptions, whereas in deductive method the major challenge is it is time consuming and lengthy method. There may be sample bias also, so challenges are in both the methods. we can say that there are two methods, but discipline is only one. As already Marshall told that both the methods are necessary for the economics, just like the two blades of the scissor. Means modern economist rarely relies on one method, and when it is not possible to rely on only on deductive or inductive. Economists have to use sometimes they have to use the deductive process, and sometimes they have to use the inductive process. So both the methods are complementary to each other. So like this, deduction means theory to prediction, and inductive means data to verification. Means both the methods are necessary for economic analysis. So we can say that only one method is not enough for economic analysis. Both the methods are equally important for the economic analysis. So this is these are the two methods of economic analysis: inductive method and deductive method. I hope you have understood what is deductive and what is inductive. Deductive is abstract method, and inductive is based on empirical results or data. So deductive is historical method, inductive is experimental method. So both the methods are necessary to get the economic theories. If you have any confusion in these in these methods of economic analysis, you can write in the comment box. I will try my best to answer all your queries. And also again, I request you to please like, subscribe, share my videos. Thank you very much.